Hi guys, how are you? Everyone's. All right, so as you can tell by our seat in a different location.
That's right. Where are we?
What? Oh, where?
We're in Las Vegas.
We're in Las Vegas, guys. Las Vegas. And we are up here for a few days. Just, rejuvenating and getting things together.
Getting my thoughts right.
Taking a vacation, which is very much needed. And enjoying one another, enjoying the sights to see, and enjoying everything that's going on.
That's right.
Yeah. So, hold on, let me do this. So.
You didn't left me.
I did. So what is the topic of the day, guys? What is the topic of the day, Ranche?
The secret
To a
long-lasting relationship.
There you go.
Not saying we got all the answers,
Because we don't.
but because there's certain things we haven't experienced with each other. There's certain things that we have not experienced with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so just be cool. But but we still learning.
Mm-hmm.
But so far we have been lasting for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that know us
Mm-hmm.
and know how long we lasted for a long time.
Yeah. How long?
How long is it?
How long is it, sugar?
At least about 20 years. Okay? We haven't been married for 20 years,
No.
but we've been with each other for 20 years.
Absolutely.
And so I think within that amount of time, you learn something.
Yeah, you have to.
For some people, they might look at it like, what y'all talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all knew. I thought y'all was, just getting with each other, or y'all ain't been with each other for that long.
Mm-hmm.
But for those that know us, they know we've been with each other for a long time. I know her, she know me.
Yeah.
And not to say we don't get in arguments.
Mm-hmm.
We get into a lot of arguments, but we know how to
Don't
get
say a
through.
lot like.
I mean, through the years, it's a
not.
lot.
It's not a lot of
I mean,
arguments,
it ain't.
and it's not even really arguments. It's just disagreements.
See, we're arguing now. That's
Baby, he's trying it, y'all. It's too early to try me right now.
When she argue with me, she kind of like.
It's a disagreement. It's not an argument.
She's abusive with it. She raised her hand sometimes. Her hand got a see.
How's his hand gonna be raised?
I don't know.
Get your ass.
Her hand got a mind of its own. See. Sometimes she just hit people, just to do it.
Yeah.
And I gotta be careful on what I say. And you don't know, just like right now, I'm kind of scared because I don't know what she's gonna do. Now back to the topic.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. It's so ugly.
Nah, but we just want to take this time out to talk to the people that's listening to us.
Hi, one viewer.
Talk to the people that's listening to us,
Yeah.
that love us.
Yeah.
Talk to the people that support us in what we're doing.
Right.
And, we could just be out here just doing our thing. We got enough time to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like we owe it to the people that's listening to us to keep this up. So we're gonna do this.
Right.
Like I said, we don't have all the answers.
Definitely not.
There's still things we gotta
you're still learn
about.
And even if here's the thing, this is what I honestly believe, and I believe this because I've watched people that have been in their marriages for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. And I've noticed something is that you're constantly learning, if not about yourself, about another person.
Right.
You're constantly learning. You're never going to just be like, there's certain times where I'm like, that's Ranche.
Right.
That sounds like my husband is something like what he'll do. that, or same thing, I'm sure vice versa, but we're honestly constantly learning about each other, learning about ourselves, because we don't know even ourselves.
So now we're gonna get into this topic.
Yes.
Go ahead, you go first. Ladies first.
Okay. What was the title again, dear?
Oh my God.
The title. Come on.
I just said it.
Be my helper.
The secret
I look cute today, y'all.
a long-lasting relationship.
The secret to a long-lasting relationship. Now, here is the key. And regardless of your personal religion or your personal status or what you believe in or whatever, we believe, because of the fact that we are raised in a Christian family, and we're raised in a family that has relationship with God and encourages us to be able to prosper in that aspect. So for me personally, and it may not obtain to you, but for me personally, the secret to a long-lasting relationship is holding grasps on to God, and putting God first above anybody else, even yourself, even your lover, your husband or wife or whatever. Putting God first and talking to one another, praying as a group, praying as husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, praying with one another, because that builds a very, very strong spiritual bond. When you are praying and you're talking to God about what's going on, what's your heart's desire, what do you want as a couple, and then also praying to yourself, because there's some things that I may be like, I don't feel comfortable, as long as I've known this man, love this man with all of my might, maybe I don't feel comfortable with talking to him about this particular thing yet. Or maybe when we do have a conversation about a certain thing, it always ends in a disagreement, which I don't want. Yeah. So in order for myself to be like, look, I do want this resolved, but we tried talking about it, and it's so much of a disagreement to where we will both be angry. I don't want that, so let me talk to God about it by myself, and then God will send someone, and he usually does. God will send somebody to, or funny enough, it could be a commercial, it could be, a word in the Bible, it could be a random person talking to you, it could be a girlfriend, a friend, somebody at your job, whatever. It could be something like that that's like, man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you. So I would say the first and foremost, the most important thing to keep a long-lasting relationship is your relationship with God. And I'm not saying it has to be perfect, because I'm not perfect at all. All right, but
we know that. I know that.
I told y'all he's trying it. He is trying me, and we on this nice vacation, and he just wants to have a fight, honey. All right, so I look too nice to bother with you. But anyway, no, it's so ugly. It's not ugly. But yeah, for me personally, it's the relationship with God. It's communication, right? You have to have a good base, a good foundation of communication. Learn how to talk to one another. Learn this person. Yeah. Learn this person you want to be with. Okay? Even if you feel like, hey, look, listen, I just want to party, I just want to whatever, but whatever, they're still in your life. Right. So learn that person that's in your life for that period of time. Know who they are. Right. Know what makes them upset. Let them know what makes you upset. Learn what makes them laugh. Learn that whole entire person, because you're allowing them to be in your space. Right? Mm-hmm. You're allowing them to know who you are. Yeah. And so, it will be foolish for you if you're opening up yourself to this person and you don't even know who this person is. Right. So have a conversation. I'm sorry, I'm sharing this on my live, on my thing too. So there that is. But have a conversation with the person. Know who this person is. Know their upbringing. Know their family. If it gets serious enough. Hey, what's going on, girl? Finally, you're in our lives. Know that person. Know who they are. Know their upbringing, because that's important too. Because if you learn that person's upbringing and who they are, who their family is, you're kind of getting a glimpse of what they're bringing into your bubble, right? And maybe it might not be the full entire thing or the whole entire how their family is, but it's gonna be certain little things that they bring into it. Yeah. So for me, it's relationship with God. It's a communication, and honesty. Honesty is a very important thing, I think. Go ahead, dear.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to pause real quick and let y'all get into these eyelashes, though, because this was my first time doing eyelashes, and I'm just so proud of myself, you guys. I think I accomplished the task in a way. It may not be perfect, but I look good. That's so ugly. I'm feeling myself too much. Please knock me down to pay your dues. Lord. Don't. I'm just getting a big head, y'all.
So, you looking. But, yeah, so my take on it is pretty much the same thing. She pretty much covered everything that I believe in, you know. And so,
thank you. We're going to a concert tonight, so I had to. Somebody said I look nice looking. Thank you so much. No. We're going to a concert tonight, so you know.
But
show the kids something.
Yeah, pretty much her view on it is the same view on it. With me, I believe the same thing. Like, you know, keeping God first, keeping God first, keeping God above the relationship. You know,
the head.
Keeping God the head. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am the head as a man. I am the head. Yeah. But God do have to be over me.
Right.
And also, she have to look at God and love God more than me also. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we'll be able to love each other in a godly way. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to love each other in a real way because God is love. You know, that's what I believe in. And
He's the foundation of love.
He's the
foundation.
Compared to God, you know.
Right.
If we're not plugged up to God, the energy and the
Hi, 3 people and 4 people on the live.
Of our love.
Share it if I look cute.
Okay, I'm trying to.
I'm sorry, dear. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
oh,
very
I'm sorry.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful. I was quiet, wasn't I? But
I heard it. Am I wrong? I'm sorry.
She like, I nailed it with one go. Yeah, they don't need to hear yours.
I mean, if you agree with everything I just said,
I do agree. I do agree.
Oh,
but I'm trying to get to my point.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You know, like I said, without God, you can't love nobody. You have to stay plugged up to God. Your little bit of love is nothing.
Yeah.
You know, your love will run out. You know, you think you know what love is, but how can you know what love is when you don't? The only way you can give love is through God. You know what I'm saying? Your love, sometimes we don't even love ourselves enough. You know, we sit there and we downcast ourselves. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we get to a point where we hate ourselves.
I just leave.
You know, but you have to get to a point where, you know, you love God more than you love yourself. Then you will see, I do need to start loving myself.
Yeah.
I do need to be there for myself. I do need to look at myself in a higher way, because God will show you. He'll show you in that person.
Let me say something real quick. Right. Okay, good. So you guys can hear us. I didn't know if you guys can hear us or not. We kind of DIY'd a little schwam it so y'all could see it. So I'm glad that you guys can hear us today. I'm sorry. I was going to ask, can you guys hear us very clear is what I'm saying? Because I think the microphone is just and whatnot. But continue. I think you guys can because somebody.
Right.
Go ahead. Continue.
But yeah, and then also, you know, how I get to a point in your relationship, you talking to your significant other or your wife, your husband, and so it get to a point where it seems like y'all don't understand each other.
Yeah.
You over there like, man, I don't know what you talking about. Why can't we understand each other? Why can't we agree? You know?
Right.
And so it's because it almost seemed like y'all speaking two different languages.
Hi, Kamari.
You know, it's almost seemed like she's speaking English and the man is speaking Spanish. But y'all really speaking the same language. Y'all just don't understand each other. God is the one that'll get you to a point where you can hear each other clear. Right. You know, but sometimes when you arguing, you have to give each other that space. And I highly recommend praying when you give that space, so that way when y'all come back and talk about it, don't give up talking about it. When you come back talking about it, it'll be more clear. Oh, I understand you now. Right. Because now you humbling yourself. You know what I'm saying? You saying, let me listen to what he got to say, or let me listen to what she got to say. Maybe I can get something out of that. Right. You know, but sometimes we just get mad because you telling me what to do. Like, you telling me to do this, you telling me to do that. I don't want to hear that junk. You know what I'm saying? And
it's not even just a man thing either. I think it's just an individual. Like people, especially if you're an adult, right, you don't really like to be told what to do.
Right.
So, you know, you would like, okay, look, just let me know. You know, that's how I'm like, don't tell me what to do, just let me know.
Let me know. You know, but sometimes, you know, you might, because of the person, how the person's saying it, you know, you might take it in the wrong mindset.
That's true too.
You know, and sometimes you got to say, look, man, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to be your daddy or your mama. I'm just trying to help you and let you see something. And I'm trying to get you to understand something so we can be able to do this together in an instinct level. You know, and so that's where God come in. God will help you with that.
Right.
He will have you guys be able to move together instead of separately. You know, you can move together. And then also, you know, making it past when you have a financial problem. You know, sometimes the devil can really come in when the finances
with that money, man,
is jacked up. Your finances start getting bad. Boy. The devil be over there like, oh yeah.
And y'all start pointing fingers at each other.
Right.
Who's spending what? How much you spend on it? You gave this person what? Why? You didn't think this? So
you know, and it's like the devil really want to split you up. So his main thing is money.
Oh yeah.
You know, if he can mess with your money and mess with your pockets, you know, but we believe in paying tithes. I'm not going to sit here and say we go to church all the time because we don't.
We really don't.
For those who don't,
I love my weekends,
we
baby.
We don't go to church.
Baby.
We don't go to church every time.
Tell it like it is, yes.
But the thing about it is,
look,
we do go to church, and sometimes when we don't go, we pay our tithes.
There it is.
We still
go up there.
Or we might save up
and then pay
the tithes.
Yeah, pay next week or whatever.
Right.
We still go there, and then, you know, I might go in there like with some shorts on or something like that and be like, how you doing? And then put it in a little, because with our church, sometimes we have like a little box.
Yeah.
Or we just give it to his uncle.
Right.
And then, because his aunt does like the tithe and stuff. Or we just, you know, give it to them and be like, here's our tithe, and we bounce out.
Yeah.
That, you know, I don't think nothing wrong with that. I think that sometimes you need a good
Sunday. We doing what we doing, you know, but
right.
You know, the devil could come in and he could mess with your money.
Yeah.
And he can stop you from what you're trying to do and what y'all trying to accomplish together,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so that's when God comes in.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn to God. God can help you be to a point where y'all love each other through that struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Alana, she took me to my lowest point when I didn't have too much.
I took you to the lowest point? Or
No. What I'm saying is you hung in there with me at my lowest
just
point.
want to hear it clarify.
You know, and if y'all can't love each other through them
the lowest point, we talking about length in the pockets, honey. We talking about saltine crackers and some peanut butter. Okay, you better get you some Ritz and slap some peanut butter, a little bit of jelly on that, and call it a lunch. you better
get you a Capri Sun.
You better get you some Spam or some bologna and get your life, and then put it up in that frying pan and make you a sandwich.
Top ramen.
Okay, you get you some top ramen, and you better spice it up with what you got in your
love
thing.
each other with that.
Girl, please. I'm trying to tell you, we got some listen. We got top ramen. Let me tell you. Okay, all right. Listen, get you some. I don't care what nobody has to say, cause you gonna have a rough time. Get you some top ramen. Get you some cup of noodle. Okay, cause it will save your life for real. Okay, it will save your life. You better get you some top ramen.
I mean, keep the love alive. The Lord will tell you what to do.
Right.
When you.
25 years. Yeah.
The love will tell you what to do. The Lord will tell you what to do in those hard times. You just got to look for answers. Get an understanding that
save some stuff for a rainy day.
You don't got all the answers.
No.
You know? And then you wonder.
And it's okay to not have all the answers.
You have to know that.
It's okay to not have all the answers. You're not.
Me as a man, I had to get an understanding that being a man don't mean you can do everything. You know what I'm saying? The Lord puts you over the person that you with, your wife.
It sure is.
Or the person that you with, and
you know. Laughter is medicine.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
And so sometimes it's just hard to figure it out. Right. It's hard to figure it out. When you come to that confusion, you go to God. Right. You have to have God in your life, or you're just gonna be confused and you walking in a brick wall.
Right.
And you just like, why can't I figure this out?
Right.
Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that?
Can I ask you a question? Now, say for instance, you go speak to God and you're expecting an automatic answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a fast food result. You go to the drive-thru, you order your number, whatever, and then you drive up, pay your money, and then there it is. If God doesn't give you the answer direct, like right then and there, what do? You know what I'm saying?
You just wait on him.
You know what I'm saying?
Just wait on him and wait and see. He gonna show you. But you gotta pray specifically what you want. You gotta say what you want.
Oh, so don't forget to laugh more. Somebody said.
And you can, you have to laugh.
Yeah.
You know, because that will, like you said, it's medicine to the soul.
It is.
And you know, that's what brings you guys your sense of humor in a relationship. You know, God will bring it out of you.
Yeah.
You know, but you do have to, you know, pray, and but whatever you pray for, don't forget what you prayed for, though. You know what I'm saying? Some people be praying.
Because the answer might be coming.
Right.
And then you just going to be, wah, wah, wah.
God, like, look, I'm telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that, but you missing out on what you need to be doing because you forgot what you prayed for. And so... And God is answering your prayers, so you always be highly anticipated on what you prayed for, so you can see it when it's happening, and then you can recognize it, and you can say, "Oh, that's God right there. God trying to help me. God trying to show me where to go. God's trying to show me how to do this, do that." Yeah, definitely. You gotta be patient. You do gotta be patient. You know, because it'll come to you.
Jeez.
It will come. And a lot of people think that when they praying and they talking to God and stuff like that, oh, he ain't gonna talk back to me.
You get
He
disappointed.
ain't gonna show me nothing.
And then you start being mean and callous and be like, oh well, forget it.
You're like, if this God stuff don't work, this Christian stuff don't work, praying don't work. But it's like, man, have you ever really like paid attention to what you prayed for? Or do you really be remembering what you prayed for? And sometimes you might pray for that certain thing, and then he might give you something else, because he like, you need to do this before you get that.
Oh, okay, like steps.
Right.
You can't just be okay. You can't just be like, oh God, give me $1 million, and you don't even know how to handle 5.
Right.
You just, every single cent that you got in your pocket is burning in your pocket, and you gotta spend it.
Right. So you say, give me $1 million, and what he do is he give you how much? What would I say? 1,000. And then he watch and see how you deal with 1,000. And then if you can't handle 1,000 and you don't spend it right, what the heck I'm gonna give you $1 million for?
Or
that makes no sense.
What he can do, or like, and I've seen this according to my life. Because see, here's the thing, because we always want to be successful and want to be always at the top of our game, right? And you always want to make sure that you're not where you were. You don't want to be in this place and all this stuff. And so when you're asking God, help me. Oh God, you know how they be in churches. Oh the Lord, oh He gonna bless you, and oh just increase. Pray for increase, right? And what God will do, or what God does sometimes, at least for me in general, He'll put what is the word I'm looking for? He'll put skills so you can make that money.
Right.
And He won't just give it to you, and maybe some people may just be like, hey brother, the Lord wanted me to give you this money. Glory to God, hallelujah. And and sometimes it happens like that. Or sometimes it might happen where, boom, I have an idea for money. Maybe if I don't have a job resume or whatever, let me go ahead and cut these lawns. But I am good with cutting some hedges. I am good with doing a little bit of hair. I am good with watching kids. I am good with doing this. And so God gives you the tools in order for you to make more than the money that you asked for.
Right.
But you have to put the work forward. Yeah. And that's the thing. I think that's a lot of our problem, including my own sometimes, because oh Lord Jesus, you get that good old light bill, and stuff, and so God will give you the resources in order for yourself to provide more than enough for you. You just gotta work and do it.
Right. But yeah, I'm basically done on that. I just wanted to touch on some things that most people go through in a relationship.
Yeah.
And for us, we know that that's the secret for us. That's how we made it for us.
We're still learning.
We still learning,
and so are you.
We don't have kids yet, so we gonna see how this work out.
So all kids. Our money goes to us.
Right. We're gonna see how it is
for now
with kids, But all I know is so far that's how we've been rolling. We've been with God, and that's what's been making us last year after year, and praying. And it says a lot of you go back to some of your parents, a couple that pray together stay together. That is a true saying. That's a true saying. You have to pray together.
But do you before we leave, prayer is very good. But if a person just prays and talks to God all the time, and they pray and do this and that and third, but they never really talk to one another, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they just, I'm going to God with you, dear Lord.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord, can you please, Jesus?
Oh yeah.
Cause this man, Lord, and just oh God, you see him, Jesus. I can't do it all by myself, cause he just rules. and you're not confronting the issue
Right.
and the problem that you're dealing with. You over here going to Papa Daddy and being like, Daddy do this because he did this and stole my Tonka toy.
Right.
But you're not confronting the issue.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so maybe God is letting you like, hey, look, go talk to the person.
Right.
I'm God and I'll do it.
Yeah.
But talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to her.
Well, let me give you,
You
this is another thing too, but I'm gonna give you an example of what happens when me and her, like me and her, we'll be arguing, fussing, and everything, and I be over there like, man, sometimes you gotta check with yourself. Am I wrong? That's what makes you be a good person in that relationship. Am I wrong? Or am I right? And so you gotta go talk to God, like, God, let me know. Am I wrong or am I right? Because I really feel like I'm right because of this, and that. Basically, you venting to God. You venting out everything to God. And he'll talk to you. If you listen to him and you stay in relationship with him and always praying with him, you can hear him talking to you. And he will talk to you. And he will let you know whether you wrong or not. Now, you have to accept what God say because God is right. You have to look at God like he's right.
Even if you don't like it.
Even if it's something that you don't like him saying about you. God will say, you was wrong because this, and that, and this, and you should have did this. Please. And you shouldn't have said that when you said that. And you need to go in there and go apologize to her.
Can I say something real quick?
Because that wasn't right when you did that. Now you gotta learn as a person in a relationship with God to accept that and listen to him and take his words into consideration.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Sometimes, like I know with myself, I'm gonna use me for example. If there's a situation and I'm wrong, but I want to be. Maybe I just want to be right. Like I really feel like what I'm saying, I justified it. I know I'm right. What are you talking about? And stuff like that. And God will bring me, break me down. Like I would have this whole entire conversation going on up in here, and I'll be like,
thank you, Justly.
Yes.
God just had us put it in our heart to do this.
Yeah.
So thank you for this. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. And then so God will put it in my head and have put it in my head over the years and things. And but in my head, hey, look, you was wrong. You did this, you did this, you did this. That was wrong. You should have never did that. You should have never came at him like that. Why did you do that? Go over there and apologize. Right. Now, if I hear some stuff like that, and if I really feel like I'm right, sometimes I'll be like, is that you, God? I rebuke you, devil, because that ain't me. I ain't going over there and apologize. For what? For what? I'm right. What do you mean? And so, I would literally be like, I rebuke you, devil, because it's like, it's that callousness. It's like, I want to be right. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And
what are you talking about?
You gotta learn how to take down when you
apologize. Please.
You gotta learn how to be like, you know what? I'm not right. You right, God. You said that I wasn't right, so let me go in there and go apologize to him, or let me apologize to her.
Yeah.
And make it right, because I wasn't right.
Yeah.
And that keeps a long-lasting relationship.
Yeah. Yep.
To be able to admit that you're wrong when you're wrong.
Yeah.
And when God show you that, you have to, if you really in relationship with God, you have to.
A fool. And I sure was a couple times. I tell you like that. I'll be walking around being mean mugging this boy. He's all type of right. And I don't want to apologize because I'm just stubborn sometimes. And I'm just like, I'm not about to let him get the best of me and let him know that he was right about something, that I was so dramatic in thinking I was right. What are you talking about? Right. Eventually, I do apologize.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And that's what keeps it going.
Right.
You got to learn how to take down and say, I was wrong.
Right.
And then when when the next person is right, you have to say, you right. And I need to listen to you. I'm sorry that I went off
I'm
like
sorry.
I did.
Strong.
I should not have done that. You say I'm sorry. Don't be sitting there
That
acting
I'm
like.
sorry is so strong.
Don't be sitting there acting like you didn't do that.
It takes a
And just be
strong
like,
person.
hey, you want to go out somewhere? No.
You want to get some lunch?
Without saying, get some lunch.
You want to get some lunch?
You want to get some lunch, baby?
Yes, come on, honey. You don't even apologize. You just switch it over and be like, you want to get.
People do that a lot.
Wanna...
Say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for doing this. I should have never done it. My bad.
Don't be too proud to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I know that's hard, but don't be too proud. That means a lot to that person.
Yeah.
When you admit that you was wrong and you say you're sorry.
Right.
And then you can move on from that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But that's just some things that we wanted to share and we wanted to talk to you guys about. You know, I'm pretty sure some of y'all got some tips. Feel free to leave it on here.
Yeah.
And if you agree with what we talking about, if you agree, share it. Or if you see some people going through a struggle, share it with that person. You might just help them. You might change their life. You just never know. You know, and even what you saying, even if you come up with some ideas on how to keep a long-lasting relationship, share that on here. Somebody might read it, and their life might be changed. They be like, I'm glad that person said something, because we ain't saying it all. We don't know it all. We just know from our experience and what we seen and how things worked out for us in our relationship with God.
Right. And
so it's been a long time we've been with each other. We had our ups and downs, but we here and we still strong. You know, and I just want to say, share it, share.
Like our page.
If you like what we doing, like our page, share it.
Yep. Thank you for everyone that commented and stuck out till the end. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. And go over to where they can find us.
Oh, you can follow us on Instagram. It's the spam. What is it? Talk_time_with_the_Robinson. You could also find us on YouTube, which essentially is the same exact videos that we post here, and possibly some, I don't know, other footage, maybe some vlogs. We are in Vegas right now, so we might post some vlogs and stuff. And then also Facebook. What else?
So far, we sometimes been missing Saturdays, so you can either catch us Saturday or
Sunday. Yeah.
Either or. Yeah. So, you know, we'll try our best to give you a heads up on when we finna go live.
Right.
But thank you for sticking in there. We love you.
Yes.
And hopefully this helped you out.
All right, guys. You guys have a great Saturday. We are in Vegas. And I can't
You mean Sunday. This is Sunday.
It's Sunday?
Yes.
Oh my! It is shown up Sunday. Whoa! Okay, well, have a great Sunday. No wonder why you said, okay, all that that we don't post on.
Yes.
Oops. All right, anyway. You guys have a great Sunday.
Right.
Bless the Lord. We'll see you next Saturday, hopefully, if not Sunday.
Yeah.
Keep in contact with us on this site because we do post things midweek, like the questions that we are hopefully, I guess, going to answer from our perspective on that Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
So, you guys have a great one.
Thank you, Kamari. We'll definitely help you.
I want y'all to cancel us, girl. Listen, you might, I don't know if you want to. No. All right, so anyway, you guys have a great Sunday. Should we give them a little, let them see outside?
If you want.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna show you guys our view really quick. I'm just so happy. Yeah, we're gonna show our view really, really quick. If you haven't seen, how do I flip this? Can I? Oh yeah. Did I know?
This is our view.
Anyway, this is our view from our hotel. We're in our Flamingo right now. Are they still partying?
Yeah, they still.
They still in the pool. Being a fool. They closed that other one up. I know it's still hot outside. Anyway, we're in Vegas right now and stuff. Y'all have a great one, and we will catch you on the flip side next Sunday.
All right, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.